Hi, come on in. We are on the beautiful, newly launched Four Seasons yacht. My name is Alex and I'm a luxury travel advisor. And I want to take you through our suite today. And then I'm also going to show you some other suites on the ship, as well as take you on some walkthroughs through all the common spaces. Beautiful, massive bathroom. If you've been on a cruise ship before, I think you can probably appreciate just how spacious this bathroom is with the double vanity. We have an area I can do my makeup here. We then have a full walk-in shower and bathtub. So it's a little wet right now, but the bathroom has this overhead rain shower along with a handheld wand, and you have this massive bathtub, which I'm 5'11", and in every other cruise ship we've ever been in, I've had to contort myself to fit in the bathtub. This is the first one where I feel like I actually comfortably fit in it, and the whole aesthetic in here is just beautiful. I really love this toilet in here, which is a Japanese toilet. And from the bathroom, you walk out into the living room. So we're in the Ocean Suite, which is their lowest category 1 bedroom suite. There's a bunch of other suites higher up than this one, but we'll show you those later. This is the room we're actually in, which is this 1 bedroom suite. And so you have a dining table, a separate sitting area, this huge couch. And the important thing about this couch is that it opens up into a sleeper sofa. So this suite fits either 3 adults or 2 adults and 2 children. And the adult, 1 adult can be here or 2 kids can be here. And then the master bedroom is right over here, which we'll show you in a little bit. The other very cool thing about this room is this secret door, which is actually the connecting door to the cabin next door. There are guests in this cabin right now, so we can't show it to you. But this slides open and you have this really sleek connecting room if you want the 1 bedroom suite plus the connecting king. We actually have not been able to hear a peep. Sometimes people are worried if they have a room that connects, like, can they hear through it? We haven't heard anything from this couple, so it's been really nice. And then out here, we have our massive terrace. We've kept it closed right now because the ocean is super loud, and I didn't bring a microphone, so I was trying to do this earlier, and it was like so loud in the background. But if we open it, magic door. And then we walk out. So right now we're on a sea day, which means we're just at sea the whole day. We're sailing from Malta, where we embarked, to Crete, which is our next stop. And so we've been enjoying this beautiful deck all day. You can see how insanely large it is. There's so much space. I mean, for the 2 of us, it feels crazy. And it's absolutely beautiful out here. We're having the best weather. And so now we're gonna take you into the master bedroom. I tried really hard to make it look nice, but we laid on it earlier, so it's kind of crumpled. It looks much better when housekeeping comes in here. So this is the actual bedroom. As you can see, it's a huge, king-size bed. You have this really nice living space, moving around space, and then this is also connected to that same outdoor terrace. And you get this huge terrace that runs the whole length of the suite. A very cool feature about the room is this cabin has 2 different TVs. There's one in the living room, and then there's one in here. These TVs were custom made solely for the Four Seasons yacht. You can't buy them publicly. The whole idea behind them is that, yes, people might want TVs at sea, but they make them see-through so that they don't ruin the aesthetic of you looking out at the beautiful ocean or just enjoying, all of the aesthetic of the suite. And then you turn them on, and you can see, if I turn it on, first of all, the whole thing pivots too, so you can also move it around. If you want to sit outside and watch it, you can. But yeah, so you can see it turns on, you can watch TV, and then it works best if you pull the curtains closed. So if you wanted to watch TV, you would want to use the blackout shades to, create some opaque background here. And otherwise, it sort of blends in. You don't really notice it, and it's kind of a cool feature. You can't buy them on the market. And then the last thing I'll show you, room-wise, is the huge walk-in closet. Every suite on the ship has this. Sorry that my side is kind of messy, but every suite on the ship has it. It doesn't matter if you're in a 1 bedroom suite like us, or if you're in the entry-level cabin, everyone gets this. The other cool thing is they will actually take all your luggage for you, so you don't have to leave your big check bags in here. They'll take them and store them for you during the whole duration of the ship. So we just had to, unpack our stuff and we're good. And now we are back in the living room. One other thing I wanted to show you guys is this very cool, model version of the ship that they made out of white chocolate. My boyfriend has been asking to eat this since we got on, but I saved it so that you guys can see. And this is actually where we are. So we are on the 7th deck. Like I said, there's 11 total. And I think that would make us right down here. And in the front or I'll edit that later. That's okay. But yeah, so this is the actual model version of the ship. The pool is back here. There's another pool up here. This is the funnel suite, which they won't let us see yet. I'm sure there'll be some people who soon can show it to you because it opens April 5th. It's insane. From what I've heard, it's 10,000 square feet and it's 4 decks on its own. It goes for about $350,000 a night. So check it out when you see it. This is the Saint-Tropez suite. I feel like I'm on a scene of MTV Cribs at sea. It's stunning. It's a 2-bedroom suite, and you have this heated pool, massive terrace. It can also connect and create a 3-bedroom with one of the other units. It's absolutely stunning. And as you can see, it'll actually overlook, if you go back here, it'll overlook the main pool deck that everyone's gonna be on. So you can see everyone chilling down there. Pretty incredible. We're going into the Saint-Tropez suite, which is, oh my God. So nice. Oh my Lord. Flower bedroom is over here. Master bedroom. Oh wow. And how many people do this sleep? 4. 4. Okay. Is it just the 2 bedrooms?
Yes.
Nice. Are all the specialty suites out on like the front?
No, there's some in the back.
Oh, cool. So this is just if you, I guess.
Yeah, it's got your coffee. So instead of having do you want to see the other bedroom first?
Ooh. Nice. This is actually super spacious too.
Yeah, you'll see the bathroom.
Wow, this is so pretty. Okay, yeah, I see, because they don't have the tub in here. Hi there. Come on board with us for a day on the brand new Four Seasons yacht. So many of you may already know the brand Four Seasons, whether it's from White Lotus or maybe you're a frequent guest of the brand's many luxury hotels around the world, but this is something totally different. We are currently on board the brand new ultra luxury 90 cabin Four Seasons yacht that they just launched 1 week ago. Hi, I'm Alex, and I'm one of the largest luxury travel advisors in the world, and my job takes me all around the globe to the newest and most luxury spots that are opening up. So if you're interested in that kind of content, feel free to give me a follow. And for the rest of this, I'm just gonna switch over to a voiceover so we can do a full day of what it really looks like and feels like to be aboard the Four Seasons yacht. So our day started around 9 a.m., just given our jet lag. And we woke up, we went downstairs to the breakfast restaurant, which is called Terrace. The setting is really lovely. The food is great. There are definitely some service pieces that they're still working on, but it's literally sailing number 2. So we expect it to improve really rapidly. After breakfast, we went down and checked out the gym. I did a little tour and I'm showing you around the gym. I honestly mostly just bopped around and looked at the equipment. We did a quick walk up to the 11th deck to see a view of Chania, which is where we landed in Crete from the top of the ship. It's a really charming little port town. Remember that we're here in March, early April, which is absolutely not yachting weather. My job as a travel advisor, I always want to see the newest offerings so I can advise my clients accordingly. But as a guest, I definitely wouldn't come on a sailing in March in the Mediterranean. June, July, August, early September, that's really the ideal time to be in the Mediterranean for the best vibes, the best weather, all of that. So yeah, don't come in March. And then this is just the waiting area that you wait for when you're going down to the actual tender, which takes you over to the port. All the tenders operate as lifeboats for regulation purposes. They do have these amazing speedboats that they'll take you in, but you only can do that on beach days, not when you're going to the actual physical ports. Then we spent some time walking around Chiania, but to be honest, we should have just done one of the excursions that they offer on the yacht. A group on the ship with us was telling us about the flight that they did over Crete and how cool it was. This is the tender coming back to pick us up, to take us back to the yacht to spend the late afternoon and then early evening. You can see just from this view here how impressive the ship really is. I think you can understand why they're calling it a yacht and not a cruise ship. And then after the town, I came back and answered some client emails, spoke to my team, and just dealt with some urgent items that were going on as the US woke up for the day. I would say, honestly, one of the hardest parts of the job is when you're traveling and you're in a totally different time zone than the bulk of your clients, because you're really, so much of this is urgent and you're trying to respond to people quickly. So that's one thing that is tough about traveling. The other thing I'll say is, it does get cold. March in the Mediterranean is not your ideal time. This is sweater weather, not sunbathing weather. After we finished working, we went upstairs to the 11th deck again just to see the sunset and hang out up there. And we had dinner up there as well. And even after the sunset, this yacht is just so stunning, even at night. Let me know if you want to see more from the ship.